making some progress in the sale of my property in Boston. Have been communicating with my broker, and he's been communicating with my tenants. I had to give them the news over the past couple of days that I will be selling the property, which hurts. I have personal relationships with those tenants. I've managed the property myself the entire time that I've owned it. So it's sad to let it go. The tenants on the upper floor have been there the whole time I've owned the property. And I lived there in the property with them for a couple of years. So we're friends. That husband taught me how to barbecue, and to this day I use his techniques. He taught me how to marinate meat, and we've just been in touch the last 8.5 years that I've owned the property. I bought it January 15th, 2016. And the other tenant moved in right after I moved out, came to California. So she's been there 6.5, almost 7 years. And very nice person. I don't know her as well, but I've had a nice conversation with her. And I know that it's a business relationship first and foremost, but it does become a personal relationship. So I was sad when I told them that I'm selling the property. And I think they were sad as well. But they understand. And I was honest with them. I told them I'm not doing it because I want to. It's what I have to do right now. And they've been very accommodating with the broker. The broker's great. He's actually the one who sold me the property. And just, nice guy, good person, professional, lives in the area, knows it very well. So he's the right person to sell the property. He understands all the dynamics. And so that's one real estate deal that is going smoothly, at least for now. It's the only real estate deal I've worked on in the last almost 2 years that is going smoothly, which I've been thinking about that. It's interesting. And it's still a real estate deal, even though it's my property. And it's been a chance to go down memory lane, just, reminisce about the time that I lived there, the time that I spent there. And even though I'm sad to let it go, again, I'm grateful that it's there for me to sell. And we'll see how I feel afterwards. I mean, I'm sure I'll still be sad, but I don't think it will be a gaping wound for me emotionally, because I'm doing a good job of processing it as I go. And it will definitely be a lesson. So it's been interesting. I remember going to dinner with my cousin and his wife soon after I bought the property, and we went out near where I lived, and my cousin said, "So you feel pretty smart." We were talking about the investment and how I felt about it, and I said, "Yeah, I feel smart for making this investment." And it turns out I was. It's the best investment I've made to date, financially, in my life. So I guess it's been a chance to also appreciate something I did well, and I I don't want to be selling it, but it it looks like uh, I'll be able to sell it for a good profit. So that part of it is positive, and it's a it's a it's a positive point in what's been what is a frustrating process, and what's been a frustrating 2 years. And another thing that I've been noticing is that I have more of an appreciation for things I've done up until now, even though what's happening right now is not what I want to be happening. There was a time when I would have let that mean to me that everything I'd done up till now was bad. And I would really feel like I have to start over. And I don't have to start over. I mean, really, I'm continuing all the things that I've been doing. I've changed course. I've made a 2-degree shift that will end up being transformative. But I'm continuing to build the things that I've been building and feel appreciation for them. So I can see the progress I've made in my own self-judgment and self-worth. And I can see the validity of the things that I've built these last several years. And so just because things are not going as planned does not mean everything has to get thrown out. Life is not black and white. It's not all good and all bad. It's always a mix of the two, and it's good to keep that in mind as we go through, because it helps to not get too high or too low. And it's nice to be discovering that in an organic way. It's not just something I tell myself to try to make myself feel better. I'm actually feeling that and finding that continuously, organically, in how I feel about my situation.